Hey, what's up guys? Little man with a big opinion here. Today's video is going to be my prepping goals video for 2022. Didn't do too many videos in the last, 73 days of 2021, but, you know, I gotta get back into it at some point. So, in today's video, I'm going to discuss the goals that I have for 2022 when it comes to prepping and just this channel in general. I have hit 18 months worth of calories from my rice, beans, oats, corn, just the dried goods that I can toss inside of a Mylar bag with an oxygen absorber and promptly forget about. I'm now at that point where I would like to continue to put away foods that have that long shelf life, but I would much rather it be full meals and not just, the calories to help me sleep better at night. Because let's face it, uh, you know, in a grid down situation, I went through all of my food and I was down to eating rice and beans every day. I would do it if I absolutely had to, and it was the food that I need. But, you know, anyone would do that. You watch a Resident Evil movie, I forget which one it is, where they're eating the canned food. The labels have completely fallen off, and they're like, dinner is you get one can, and the person sits there and shakes it, and he's like, ooh, mixed fruit, and then shakes another one, it's like refried beans. Shakes another one, and it's like dog food, and the people are eating it because it's the only calories that they have access to. And so I think most preppers should, if you're brand new and you have a limited budget. So I first started prepping basically right out of first being able to seriously put money into it my freshman year of college. And basically it took the 4.5 years of college to get stored up 18 months worth of 18 months of food. I do have more food than that from canned goods, ramen, other Mountain House food that I've bought in the past. But I think I have roughly 2 years, so I've got to have roughly 2 years worth of food because the refrigerator and the working pantry are about 3 months worth of food. But anyway, I think every prepper should put away at least 1 year's worth of food as quickly as possible and make it just about calories. And the easiest and cheapest way to do that is, rice and beans. I do rice, beans, corn, and oatmeal to reach that caloric intake. And it's not just for you, it's for your whole family. If you're one person, it's a lot easier, but if you have, 7 kids, a wife, and your grandparents live with you, then you have to take into account each individual person, 1 year's worth of food. So by the end of 2022, I would like to have 6 months worth of Mountain House food put away. I'm not in the type of situation where I'm going to get it in number 10 cans. I'm not quite living paycheck to paycheck, but we can't do, big, huge bulk Mountain House orders. That would be nice, It'll most likely just be, hey, let's pick up a Mountain House meal every time we go get groceries. Um, so it will cost a little bit more money doing it that way, getting individual packets instead of uh, the big number 10 cans. But for prepping, that's the biggest thing for me. I would like to get more silver put away. So I will be doing more coin related videos as well. Um, I found about 8 Civil War nickels in boxes last year. I purchased some constitutional silver. I've got a few rounds that I've purchased. Uh, but I'm going to go a lot more ham into $half this year. So we'll throw those in. I was looking at this picture frame because it is definitely not September 4th on a Saturday at 1:42 in the morning. Uh, but anyway, I plan on adding more silver, not only for, prepping, as in, oh, I think the world's going to end. At some point, you gotta stop working. And while I am only in my early 20s, it is a good idea to start thinking about that now instead of later. So, we're gonna have more coin related videos this year as I try to put away more silver. And from a prepping standpoint, um, I know there are some preppers out there that will say, you can't eat gold and silver. My philosophy, what I've said in the past on this, is, in a societal collapse, uh, the first thing to go is the ability to pay with a debit or a credit card or like a wire transfer or something. Then the next thing will be your paper currency. Um, People will still be using that stuff. Um, it could be, as short as a 24-hour window, or it could be as long as several months, if not years. And the whole thought process with that is, you know, at least uh, since the 30s, when we got off the gold standard, uh, most of our goods and services have been paid for with a paper currency, or a fiat currency, I should say. And people will still think there is value to be had out of this. Um, Society could only have fallen apart for 6 months and things get back up and going. And it's a good thing they did all of their trading with those paper bills. Um, Once the fiat currency goes, then it'll be gold, silver, precious metals, things like that. Uh, and then after that, it will be a bartering system. But like I've heard several coin people say a lot, is we've been trading gold and silver for over 4,000 years. Humans like it because it's shiny, it's pretty, um, and there's a good reason why it's stuck around as long as it has. So, enough rambling on about why I'm going to put away silver as a prepper. Uh, Thought I'd just give you a little story on it. But food and silver are going to be my big uh, prepping goals for this year. Um, Maybe it might not happen until sometime in 2023, uh, just because transitioning from a substitute teacher to a paraprofessional to um, getting my testing done to be a teacher The amount of workload I have is increasing, but it also allows more funds to be put into prepping and the YazTube channel. At some point, we will be adding solar to the house that we're in. The math that we've done for that is roughly 5,900 down, and that's only because we would like the 4 year. I think it's either 4 or 5. I think it might be a 5 year payment plan on it. To not cost more than our current electric bill. Yeah, it's a 5 year because the system that we were looking at has about a 25-year life expectancy before you got to start replacing panels and batteries and stuff. And so you'd have roughly 20-ish years before you'd have to think about replacing panels and batteries. And in that time period, it will have paid for itself 4 times. So we don't know if the solar is going in this year, but if it is, I will make sure that that gets documented for y'all. I'm planning for the system to be very much user friendly, and I want a digital screen to tell me exactly my percentages and the math that I quoted for this system. Half the money is going into batteries to keep the house running. I think we quoted it at like 30 hours of, having absolutely no sun for charge. But it might change, it might not. I guess for a future video, I'll show y'all the theoretical system if we get the solar put in this year. I'll do a video of the theoretical system, battery size, and do a video of the installation and stuff. At this point, I think I'm just rambling on to y'all. 2022 is going to be a good year for the channel. Let's see if we can hit that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of this year. I am extremely pleased that people are still watching the videos and getting information out of it. At one point, we were pushing 500-600 hours of watch time in a month, which doesn't sound like much, but for a little guy like me, it was awesome. So, with that being said, what are your prepping goals for 2022? Leave them in the comment section down below. And if you're not subscribed and you've been watching my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notification, because I will do my darndest to release a video every day of 2022, except for the first. Today's the second. But let's get this work in and have a productive prepping year. I'll catch you on the next video.